Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you fine. How are you? Great to see you again.
Fine. Yes. Like I was saying, I said in the field it's been very tough because it's a very new system. Everyone has a little bit of doubt, even as much as we try to preach and make them understand because it's not something they are used to.
Hmm.
So the most recurring thing for me is proof.
Okay.
Everybody wants to know that this system works, and I don't have
Okay.
evidence of that. So it on my own part is like I'm a lawyer, so anything I have to sell, I'm selling my reputation because
Of
anything
course.
I do, yes, is going to affect me so
Of course.
personally.
Yes.
So if my challenge with clients and me being into real estate is that the major issue is that what's the proof that if we put this money that we sure that at so time we're going to have this, and I don't have proof because it's not something I have worked with before, or I have gotten proof to show, okay, see, this is an evidence of payment. So basically for me that's the major challenge.
Okay. All right. Well, unfortunately, they can, I heard this, someone else in the system said the same thing, but blockchain finance is new. It's actually not that new. I did post 3 different websites in the chat room for you guys to see other crowdfunding websites. The video also goes through, it was put together, the quick real estate video was put together assuming that you guys would go research or your clients would research those companies that are already providing these similar types of services within the real estate industry. Are you guys using any of those proofs to show that this system is new? However, blockchain finance is not new. It's, actually, I mean, it's new less than 5 years still, but
Okay.
are you
um
doing anything? Are you showing any of the other websites that are already around?
yes, I am, but I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself and my own
Good
clients.
afternoon. Good afternoon. Good
I
afternoon.
have
Thank
hello.
Yes. So
Good afternoon,
what
Tony.
other as proof? Let's if you can just give me 1 second. Go ahead and raise your hand when you get a chance, Friday. However, so are you using any? This is my question, and this is probably the biggest thing. Um, are you using any other proof of concept? For instance, the proof of concepts that are out there in real estate and in crowdfunding that are already systems that are already doing very well.
Yes.
Have any of you used any of those proof of concepts?
Yes, of course. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I wanted to stay on Peggy because she is an attorney. So I know Frank, I'm going to get to each one, but I just want to hear whether Peggy is.
Okay,
Okay.
I've used other websites to convince them and shown proof and everything. But the
Which
problem being is
can
that
I just ask which websites did you use? Which ones?
the one from the website itself, that's the Level Up Advisors, the Uumi token, Lobsters, everything. But
Okay,
the
hold
problem is
on. So stop right there. Stop right there. That's not good enough, right? So you're saying that's not good enough. So now, when you look at the video that we put together, the reason why we put that video together, the little real estate video, it is showing, and it's showing all these different articles and different things that are going on. The purpose of that was to prove concept. So for instance, and I'm going to just do a quick share screen. This channel is your proof. This is was meant for you to really share as other proofs And so this one right here, this one, it's a very short video. It's showing, look, this is the old technology, and look what happened. Look at what happened. Look at what happened. And look at what's happening in Visa. Look at what's happening. And then we show this here, cryptocurrency in real estate. What you need to know. Okay. So, and this is an article. And then we go into another article. This one is about, okay. Crypto asset rating to launch real estate tokenization asset platform. See, this company is Property Funds World. So it was expected and assumed, and that's why we're doing a training. You want to learn. You see that about these websites. These are blockchain companies. So this is Property Club. You go there, you see how they are using real estate, blockchain for real estate. This is, many investors are pooling their money to buy one individual property. This one is about Real Blocks. This is another real estate focused blockchain company where investors pool their money together to buy one building, one or several buildings. So it's very important to kind of show the proof. And this video was created so that you know where to go. 9 crowdfunding blockchain trends replacing your banking services. This is 2017, 4 years ago. Okay, 4 years ago. So, and now we have UMI funds. So there's also the 3 websites I shared. This one, Gitcoin grants. Gitcoin, this is for developers. Developers are pooling their funds together. Investors actually match the funds. These people, they put the project on the system, and then investors match whatever fund. So this is what developers are using as blockchain crowdfunding, okay? So there's a lot of different types of blockchain crowdfunding that's already there. We've created the latest, newest one, which we believe is better than these other ones, because this one, in order for you to get funded, Gitcoin grants, in order for you to get funded, you have to be chosen. So you have to be chosen as one of the lucky ones to get your project funded. But they've raised $1.38 million in the community. Funding pool is $500,000 right now. There's been 164,000 contributions. So this company is a major blockchain company. Gitcoin grants is been around. They've been around. I think it's like 4 or 5 years. But that's as old as you're gonna get. It's 3 or 4 years. The oldest is no more than like 2017. And then the blockchains that allow that technology, that's where you start getting into Bitcoin and that, So the main point you want to show your people is that blockchain is new, yes. However, finance is not new. Real estate is not new. Investors pooling their funds is not new at all. The only thing that's new is how we're going to do it more effectively. Okay. So if it's not, and it's more effective because there's no middleman bank. And what we took out of the system, that's even better than the current crowdfunding systems. And I wonder if you guys in Nigeria have, are your real estate investors familiar with like realty shares? These are some of the even more traditional crowdfunding. It's newer, only 10 years newer than the traditional old things like this one. Realty shares. Okay, Realty Shares is this is you sign in, and then if you're, I think is this we are proud announcement of Realty Shares is going to for investors is oh okay, they changed it. That I can look up but you can look up real estate crowdfunding, and with real estate crowdfunding you're gonna find nothing but projects where investors are pooling their funds to buy one building, or to buy a group of a package of buildings. And then those investors are actually only going to get a small percentage. They get an interest rate. So either they can pool together to fund the building and have ownership rights, or they pool together and they each get an interest rate as an investor. That in the United States is good old-fashioned real estate investing. It's always been that way. It's been that way for over God knows how many hundreds of years. So, and I think it's not so uncommon in Nigeria either. Because even when you go to a local bank, if you look at what the Chinese are doing, let's actually talk about the Chinese. The Chinese are in your country right now. They're buying things, building bridges, doing all kinds of things, building communities. Why do they have so much money? It's not just the government. The individual investors, they pool their funds together and then they go and they buy all over the world. Here in the United States, Jamaica, here, there, they know how to do it. And guess how much it's for them? It's only $5,000 is the max they can get out of their communities. So I, in New York, have been involved with several Chinese investors coming in and they're buying a $1.3 billion building in Manhattan. And let me tell you how they do it. They all have pooled their funds, their cousins, mothers, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunts, and they all pooled it together. They can only get $5,000 out of the country at a time. They put together all of these people, and they put it all and they get it out through Western Union. So everyone's like so scared of the Chinese. Yeah, the government's one thing, but then the individual people, they're very organized. And so there's also very organized different groups. You see the Jewish groups, they're very organized. As a matter of fact, I'm selling one of my properties right now. The fund they sent me proof of funds for $4 million to show they have the money to pay all cash for the building. And guess what? I happen to know the Jewish guy I contacted to tell him I'm going to sell my building. I know they're a whole network of people. They put all their money together, they put it in that account, and then it goes. Now, the only difference that is between one investment pool and another is someone's always running away with the money. Right? So out of every 10 projects you can put together, probably half of them, somebody ran away with the money, and that's what makes everybody scared. But that's where blockchain came in and made the whole idea better. So it's trustless. You don't have to worry about whether or not anyone's going to run away with the money. And that's the point you have to get across. You have to show people the blockchain itself. When that fund, when they purchase their UMI tokens, this is where you have to show them. Everything is clear right here. It shows how many trades. It shows the trades that's happening right here. So each trade that happens on the chain, it shows. The money doesn't come to me personally. The money is controlled by the blockchain. That's what is better about this system. Additionally, we don't want any part of their project. So we are not getting an equity share in their project. We are also not getting a interest, asking them for an interest rate because the tokens are in pre-sale. So we need to get rid of the first all the 44,400,000. And at that point, once those are gone, the next phase is that investors will need to match funds, and that's when you'll have to pay interest rate on it. So they're getting in on the ground floor where it's grant funding right now. So does that change your thought process from where you were, Peggy?
Yes, it does, but still, still try to get the message across. So.
Now, the other thing I want to be very, that you really want to be very, very cognizant of. Just because someone says no, don't think that it matters. Move on.
Yes,
Hey,
definitely.
I have this new program. You can get about 250,000. It's it's a new program on the blockchain. Have you heard about blockchain technology? Have you heard about Bitcoin? Well, this is what's happening in real estate. Now, it's up to you to be confident about what you're saying. That's why it's super important for you to go do the research. You have to know about these other companies. You have to know about all the other people that are already doing this and are ahead of the game and doing very well. And that's the only way you're going to gain the confidence that your client needs you to have before they put their trust in whatever you're saying. So let's go ahead and ask, let's see, Frank, I know you have your hand raised. Go ahead.
Okay. So can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Actually, where I have a concern is about the link, my affiliate link. You see, I don't know whether the site is still having some issues, because today I was speaking with a client, but a couple of them anyway.
Yeah.
So but one of them finally, when we got to the discussion at a point, he wanted to register.
Yes.
So I now gave him my link and all that stuff. So, but when he clicked, the link didn't go through to the site. And he reported back to me. I was so surprised. So I had to click the link immediately. I discovered the same thing, that I see the site was down or something. So I was shocked. Now I told the client that there are some technicals that are working on the site. Let's just hold on. And once I confirm that the site is up, I will report back to him. He said, okay.
And I think that it was down. We actually have our developer on. He is our systems administrator. Lionel, could you say a word to everyone and let them know that everything is fine with the site and the different works that's going on it?
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Lionel.
Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, so we had a few issues with the site, and I actually currently issued, so you shouldn't have any problem anymore. So,
I promised them that the other day, Lionel, and they so for Frank to experience this again.
yeah, I had to.
Yeah. Because I'm really surprised. I thought the stuff has been fixed.
Yeah,
honestly,
we did.
I would have checked.
We did fix
I would have
the
checked
thing.
before giving them back.
Yeah. So so just let them know that it is a very big project. We are doing updates regularly. There's new updates coming even, I know in the next 24 hours, more updates. I did hear about the site was down temporarily. I don't know for how long. I think it was temporary, right, Lionel? Was like,
Yeah, it was temporary. It was temporary. There was an update. There was an update going on, and I want to check it. I saw the update, so yeah, it was just a temporary update.
Yeah, I think at this point, go ahead. Go ahead.
From my experience, it lasted up to 3 to 4 hours. You know, because I kept checking
Today?
so that I could report back. Yes, of course.
Oh,
I was really surprised.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. That's true, because when I go in there, I saw it, so I had to just fix it same time. So it was about from in the morning to early in the morning, late last night to in the morning. It was like that.
So we are doing a lot of security changes. We had a hack last week. You know, that's why Lionel wanted to be on the call also, just so that he can hear. I'm glad that, you know, we did catch whatever the issue was and it's fixed, but there's nothing wrong with the link. per se. So there's nothing wrong with the link, and I can't tell you. The update was not supposed to put the site down anytime. Like I said, we usually try to work between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. when everyone's supposed to be sleeping. But, but you guys are not sleeping. So,
Oh, so you are wide awake, you know?
Yeah. So the best thing to manage the expectations of your customers is just let them know, hey, there's a lot of development happening. I know I can tell you that around 2 a.m., I was working until around 2 a.m. We uploaded the Forex classes, the new Forex analytics. I was working on that in the platform. So you mentioned the Forex wasn't open. The Forex has been open since last week. And then what happened was I wanted to have the editors finish the analytics and put all of our intros and outros and, clean it up. And so that's loaded now. So I was doing that at 2 a.m. Now what the developers were doing at 2 a.m., I don't know. But at the point, point is we are constantly updating things, constantly. So the, we, like I told you last week, when it comes to Udemy has 157,000 courses. So you need to understand with a new large project like this, a lot of press releases are going out, news is going out, where there's so much going on. We're about to do our initial coin offering. So we're having little growing pains, but that doesn't mean that you should wait because the people that are coming in first are the people that will be paid first, obviously.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
Okay, so sequel to that, because like I said, I kept checking perhaps an hour interval or that to just confirm it's cool already. So, but I just checked right now before I came in. The link can lead to the site, but the problem is this. Remember, this is it's supposed to be our referral link.
Yes.
That when we send to our clients, they should have the opportunity to use it and register. But there should be a form that opens up that requires their details in that first page.
No,
isn't it?
That's not the way the system works. The way the system works is that referral link. That referral link. Now I can check right now. If you want to send them directly to the pricing page, I have to check and see how to do that. If you want to send them directly to the pricing page. But the way the link works is it sends them to the website and then you would direct them now to the pricing page. Now, if I were you, and when they go to the pricing page and pull it up, your link automatically shows that it says Frank. It will say Frank Abba on it. Okay, so you see it redirected back to the main page. Now, if I go to pricing, so your link is already tagged on the.
So I was concerned, is this the page supposed to?
Say it again.
So I was wondering, is this the page that is supposed to take me to if I were to be a client?
So it takes you to the main page. So then you see here, you were referred by Frank Abba. When I go to pay, it's already linked in there.
Okay.
You see? And then when you go through the system, it would show in your back office. It will show in your dashboard that that person paid. And it will show how much they paid. And it would automatically send the payment out. I think those payments go out every week. They will start to go out instantaneously as well.
Okay. So, yeah. The way I was having the confusion is this. You know, the initial link we used, when we click, or even initially this particular link, when we click, it opens up a page from this below that shows where you have to put in your details and all. That's the first page it opens. It does not take one to the main site.
You mean this page?
There's a little.
This is something page like the client. The client is supposed to go here. Now, I want to have you guys always, anytime someone's going to sign up, I highly suggest for your first several
Okay.
clients
No.
that you walk them through the process. You
Okay.
say, oh, you have time, let's schedule a
Yes.
meeting. Let's schedule a meeting, and you walk them through the process. In fact, we're setting up a system on Salesforce, and I was so impressed with the way they handle their sales process. First of all, on
Okay.
Salesforce, you can't go buy it. You can't even buy it on the website. You have to talk to someone. So when you talk to someone, then he's going to go over a little presentation, and then he's going to walk you through the sign up process. Okay, I'm good. They literally walk you hand in hand. So, okay, now click this. Okay, so do you have time? Do you have can you get on Zoom? When can we set you up? And then you would literally, with your link, let them, with their screen, let them walk through the process. Let them put their information. Not that you put it in for them, because no one's going to give you their credit card. So I don't want you guys having
Of
access
course.
to people's credit card. So you
No, no,
walk
no.
them through on their own
Of course.
computer, right? And then, walk them through the sign-up process. Then you walk them through the UMI funds process. So that they to set up a lobster address, to set everything up. So you want to walk
So
each
sorry.
person through the process. That's why it's very important. I wanted everyone to walk themselves through the process, at least to get buy one UMI token for 57 cents or 42 cents or whatever it is. You buy one
Yes.
token, and then go ahead.
I wanted to ask in terms of the payments, like when you're talking about credit card and all that. So I wanted to say, I hope in this payment page, there is option for cryptocurrency,
There
Bitcoin
is.
basically. I hope there is
It
for,
is.
for payment.
So, yeah,
Okay.
see, you can pay Stripe or coin payments.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so if you can pay by credit card or you can pay by coin payments. Now, if they pay by coin payments, I highly suggest you get them to pay for the annual subscription. It's better for you commission
Whoa.
wise. Yeah, get them to pay for the annual subscription if they're gonna pay through the cryptocurrency. That way you don't have to worry about the monthly subscription and having to try and wait and see whether or not they're gonna pay every month. Because remember, you get a $5 per month residual, so you would get all that money up front. So you would get 10
But that's for
plus
12 months. isn't
755.
it?
It would be $65 that you would get up front if they pay for the annual. But if they do the 3,000, then plus you would get the 1,750. So you could initially make $1,800. So on just one customer. So you have to think about it in a whole. If this was a part-time or full-time position, if this was a part-time position for you, and it took you even 100 people to go through, or 200 people to go through to get one that says, yes, let's go. Now, that one person is equal to $1,800 for you,
Yeah.
or more. So is it worth it? Is it worth it for you to talk to
Of
100
course.
people to get one? Maybe
Of
it
course.
is. Then when, as momentum news is going out there, there's different things happening. We just got our last press release on ABC, NBC, CBS. So we have, we're going to put all that on the website as seen on TV, blah, blah, blah. And, the momentum is picking up. We have a large social media presence. So as things are going, people, that's a proof positive for you to make your sales easier. You're not just one single island. There's a whole team of us working on your behalf for you to sell. So take them to our Instagram. Hey, did you see our Instagram? Hey, check us out on YouTube. Hey, go learn some more. I know it's new for you, but you want to be first or you want to be last. You can be last, the last one to find out about it, but at least I told you. You're my good buddy. At least I told you. If you don't want to do anything now, don't worry about it. I can't tell you how many times I have had clients I talk to and they're not ready now. But you talk to as many clients as you can, and over time, they start coming back to you. You go,
Yeah.
oh, you know what, Peggy, that thing you were telling me about? My friend just did it. He just got paid. I want to log on with you. And that's how it's going to work. You have to understand sales 101. Anything when it has to do with lending, anything in sales, anything in real estate has always been like this. This is not new. You don't get to take someone to, and tell them about their funding or how to buy a piece of property or how to get funding on a business. And they say yes, day one. So you should have tough skin. You should not be worried about that because they're going to come back. You have to. Abu, what experiences have you had with people so far?
Challenge I have had is that not many people understand cryptocurrency. So I've talked to 3 people or so, and they requested for. I gave them the social media handles of the company. I gave them the flyer. So they're going to go through it and they'll get back to me. So I have actually just started over the weekend and today marketing. So
yeah, so I want to say something.
Yeah.
In relation to what you just mentioned in terms of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, that most of the clients, they do not have prior knowledge about cryptocurrency.
Yes.
And that is what I noticed too. 80% of people I talk with. So
Yes.
what I wanted to suggest is this, like I kept saying, that this gig, for us to do it properly, like I'm talking to my colleagues now, for us to really do it properly and succeed in this stuff, we have to have a good knowledge of the cryptocurrency ourselves, because we discovered that the clients do not have knowledge about this. And if both of you do not have knowledge about this, it's pretty difficult for you to guide them. So I am not encouraging.
You are absolutely right, Frank, and which is why on the first trainings and all the information you received on all your trainings and your interview process is all about teaching you about cryptocurrency. And so that it is definitely a must for you to go through the YouTube channel and learn on those first few videos, and then go do research on your own to inform yourself of the product that you're selling. It would be, now the other thing about it is it's best to try, most people understand and know Bitcoin. They know Bitcoin, okay? They don't know about how decentralized finance. This is so brand new that they just are not aware. And it's going to be very difficult for you to explain. However, I have to tell you this. Do you know how a loan works on the back end, or do you know that you just want to go to the bank and you can get it? If I came to you and I said, hey, Abu, I just got funded. I just got, $40,000. I just got $100,000 to buy my last deal for the down payment. I got it from this company over here. Oh, really? Okay. What are they going to do? They're just going to go through the process. They don't need to really care. No one actually cares how anything works. They really only care whether or not it works. So you don't want to stuff your mind. I want you to know how everything works. However, you don't want to stuff your mind with learning the back end. You want to be familiar with the other companies that are already out there for proof of concept, like I started talking about with Peggy. You just want to know that it is working, and there are companies besides us. We're not super pioneers. I wish we were, but we're not. We're just following the trend, and we're still in front of the trend. So just like new lending, new different programs come out all the time in finance. This is not a new thing. So the only thing you need to, hey, we have a new program that can fund you. It works a little like crowdfunding, but it's all on a trustless system. It's all on the blockchain, which makes everything transparent. You don't want to waste your time trying to teach someone cryptocurrency, except to the extent of, you heard all the things going on with Bitcoin, right? Yeah, the big time investors, they're all investing in Bitcoin, and they got a lot of other things going on in that space. Also, in fact, they have a new funding program. So people know Bitcoin. They know all the big banks. They know people like Carl Icahn and, the Tesla guy and, different Bill Gates, not Bill Gates, but, they know a lot of, find out who in your area is a recognizable name that is very big in cryptocurrency, maybe in the UK or whatever, and say, oh, this person is doing it, and so are we. So that's what you have to take a step back and keep it simple. They say the KISS method: keep it simple, stupid, or keep it simple, Simon. But you want to keep it so simple. How do I get the money? Well, first of all, you have to be a student, go through the course, and then they're funding the people through their own system, the way they do it, so that it's transparent. That's all. You don't have to go into all this. What's an altcoin? What's a cryptocurrency? You know how long it took me to figure all these things out? Like a long time. I didn't trust cryptocurrency since 2009. My God. I heard about it in my office in 2016. I didn't understand any of it. It didn't make sense to me at all for years. So don't think you're going to go out there. But what's happening is it's retail now. There's a lot of news about it. A lot of news. A lot of companies that are out there. The whole system is changing. So you want to be in front of it, not behind it. You want to find out about all these great programs after they change, because that's what always happens, just like our program is going to change. Right now, it's a grant. After all of these tokens are gone, it will no longer be a grant. And all those people that have to pay interest are going to be like, I wish I was there in the beginning. Trust me. Okay, so, all right. So
hello?
Yes.
Hello, yeah, I just wanted to confirm again. With the issue of the courses, with regards to the funding for the 250,000, I know you said that is
yeah, we will pass them through, but they still have to pay for the subscription. They still have to pay. They must still pay for the subscription. It's the only way we make money. So they must still pay for the monthly subscription, but I will pass them through. We have to go in the system and pass them through if they don't want to take the course.
Okay, if they don't want to take the course.
Yeah, if they don't want to take the course, we will pass them through. And get them a certificate of completion if they can prove that they're a seasoned investor. If we know they're a seasoned investor, we will pass them through. I'll make a flyer about it. Seasoned investors don't have to take the course.
Okay, and they won't pay restriction. Don't pay any amount for it, for subscription.
They have to pay the subscription. You cannot get around it. You still have to pay for the subscription.
Okay, I see.
Okay. Another thing I wanted to
and you have to understand, Level Up Advisors, remember I told you last week, we don't make any money on the platform. Okay. The platform was made for our students. So now, because I'm about to do a course, we're about to do a special course on buying apartment buildings. So we're putting together people that want to be part of that course, and we want people to be going and looking for buildings worldwide. So we want to generate that. There's a whole community. Don't you know of other systems? They have a community of people that are working together. So we will be putting together funds to buy apartment buildings. So some of the UMI fund holders that want to get in, you can spend $3,000 and get in on a $10 million deal. So these are things that we're working on. There's other programs we're working on right now. So, if you don't have your own deal, you might want to get in on one of our deals. So yeah, trust me, they're going to want to be in the system. It's not even optional, but They're not going to want to miss the real estate system, because there's the course material is extremely on the real estate. It's taking so long to get it all in there because it's really in depth. It's really in depth. Just like the Forex, there's a very good information in there. The cryptocurrency masterclass, the trading course, it just came out wonderfully. And we did that one. We did it back in January. We just got around to finishing all the editing. So, there's a lot of amazing information. This will be the spot for $109 for the year. There's no other program on the internet that costs that much for that much information. It doesn't exist. Programs generally cost $40,000, $50,000, especially real estate programs. In-depth real estate programs, we have a community and everybody's going, putting deals together. Those programs, you go to Robert Kiyosaki or any of these different kind of people, the gurus all over, those programs cost money. Those programs cost a good, pretty penny. And then you need to have money to invest so you can be in on some of the projects. So we know what we're doing. And if you're not talking to the right kind of people that would think those small numbers are a lot, then you're not talking to the right people, especially in the real estate market. Now, in the small business, the people that are just getting started, that are startups, they have little money. But real estate investors that are already buying buildings, already trying, or even newbie real estate investors that are just trying to get in the market, they cannot find a program better than the program we've put together. For this amount of money, doesn't exist. I know it doesn't exist. So, for less than $5,000, you're going to get $250,000 out of it, and you're going to get the amount of education and community that we have. Doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. So anyway, okay, so let's look at the system here. All right, so over here, banners and links. This is what you were talking about, Abu.
Yes, this is what. Yes.
Right, Tony Robbins. As a matter of fact, they're doing a master class. He has the business master class. Tony Robbins, and his course is $2,000 to get to his course. It's a 3-day weekend, $2,000. He's not going to give you any money out of that, but you get awesome education.
$6,000.
What's $6,000? Tony Robbins course?
Yes.
Depends on which one. But you're starting at a minimum of 2,000 and up. I work with the Tony Robbins Foundation. We do every 2 years when they come to New York City. The Tony Robbins Foundation will call us. And we can get our people the what's it called? The something within that course. Anyway, that 3-day course, whenever they come to the hotels in New York City, they call us and some other organizations, and we put together rooms of people. They give us one of their, if you go to our other Instagram, like Gotham Capital Instagram, you see some of the times we did that, or my old YouTube. And we can get our people a discount of $1,250 for that program. Robert Kiyosaki, another big one. He has a real estate program. You're not spending less than $2,500 for that real estate program. So if you understand that, I understand that it was in the industry. We are giving so much value. Someone that's a new real estate investor that's trying to learn, or it's like a midway investor, they're getting an amazing amount of value. But then you have those like that are Peggy's clients that are seasoned, and they're not trying to be in a different group because they got their own group, their own thing. They just want funding because they're developing, they're doing this, they're doing that. So those people, we know, but there's so many different niches, and that's where you have to You have to focus your energy where you're going to focus it. You know, if you go on Instagram and you type hashtag real estate, you'll see all those people there. You go into the Facebook groups. You go into the LinkedIn groups. You see all of those people there that are looking for funding for their deals, and they are looking for education. They're there by the hundreds of thousands, people all over the world. So you have to be going and finding them. If you don't see them in your community, do a little bit in your community, do a little bit online, do it, change your strategy so that we put 4 videos in there into the WhatsApp group. Those 4 videos will tell you how we taught the moderators how to work Instagram, how to work Facebook, how to work LinkedIn, how to work YouTube. You know, have you guys checked out those videos?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Have you found them to be helpful? So, okay, back to this system here. Okay, so these we're going to take these out, the links. We're going to take these links out because these are a little bit older. And we're going to put the newest links that we have in here. And these are the things you can share on your social media profiles. Okay, but it's not these specifically because we're adding some new ones. So we're going to update this, but this is where you would go to find these. All your statistics and everything, you would go here to check out, any commissions that you've made when people click on your links. All of your information will be here. It's going to show you everything. Okay, so when people click on your links, when they went somewhere, here's the thing. You want to do that. You want to get a lot of people out to the website because then they're going to be coded to you.
Okay.
Remember we talked about the cookies.
Yeah, sure. I get it.
So then they will start to see our ads on Instagram and Facebook because they peaked.
Right. I'm going to update it because I was thinking about it. How are these guys, how are they going to follow up on my cookie to be reading on if only they have to come to me before I give to them. So I was thinking about that
You should. Now you might want to do like a bit.ly, make it smaller. You guys know about a bit.ly link?
Yeah, sure.
You can make it smaller. So what you do is you just put your link. See, you just put your link in this system and it gives you another short link. I think you should get your link out to as many people as possible. Put it, if you're going to do a Quora, if you're going to do a Medium article, if you're going to do article marketing, you have all these different ways to market. So next week, we're going to talk about ways to market. But this week, I wanted to really hear what you're hearing from the field. It sounds the biggest thing I'm hearing from all of you is that, hey, they don't know cryptocurrency. It's hard to explain. And they're not interested. Here's what I want you to remember. Keep it simple. That's number 1. Don't try and explain cryptocurrency and all this. Unless the person starts asking. Say, okay, well, we have this new program. You can even go as far as having them fill out an application on paper that you create. I think that would change the posture. Listen, I think I could get you approved for this program. It would change the posture, especially for people like, Peggy, anyone in lending. All right, let them fill out an application. Okay, I'm going to submit it for you. All right. You want to, because people's brains they like old. They like to stay comfortable. And you know what? When things change, they miss out because they stayed comfortable for too long. Why do you think some people are behind and others are not? Why do you think only the multi-billionaires are the ones investing and the institutional ones that have billions of dollars? It's for that very reason. You thought too slow, you're too slow, and then that's why everything moved already, past your time. And now you find out about it later, after everybody else made a ton of money. So, you want to definitely help people by, you could create a little application and say, okay, I have this new funding program. It's $250. You have to put up 3,000 plus 40 plus 109. Just add it all together. The 1 year, the this, the that, that's how much it costs. When it's your turn, the company will fund you to the money, and you can show them, and then you walk them through the process instead of trying to explain and explain and explain. It's too much information. Honestly, it's too much information. It's only the explanation is only going to work for someone who's as analytical as we are. Some people want more in-depth information. Great, give it to them. It's available. So the last thing I want to leave you guys with is use proof, not just the website. Use other people's proof. Learn about crowdfunding. Learn about real estate. Learn about the blockchain real estate companies. That's why it's all in the video. It's for you to be able to use that as proof positive. That's why those articles are in the video, is to say, hey, it starts off showing you all the old things that happened. And while we weren't paying attention, if you weren't paying attention to Facebook and you thought it was stupid, there was a MySpace, and even the anchors on TV, they're like, what's this internet thing? I don't know. And now this is our common life. So again, there's another change. So either you're with it or you can find out about it 10 years from now when it's too late. Because this blockchain technology is already 20 years old. It's not even 1 year old. It's already 20 years old. The blockchain technology with Bitcoin, with crypto started in 2009. And if you really want to be a nerd, you'll find out this thing started back in the 70s. So, any other question?
Well, I just want to say something.
Yes.
Earlier on, when I suggested about that we have that on our side, that we need to have at least minimal knowledge of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. What I was basically referring to or talking about is this. We are supposed to use buy XLM, which is a Stellar Lumens coin, to use and now exchange with UMI. So when it comes to that, some of these folks have accounts either with Binance, Coinbase, or any other ones.
Exactly.
Now they might want to transfer what they have because they can use their Bitcoin and buy, because most people have Bitcoins in their accounts.
Yes.
So see where I'm going to. So they want to see how they can convert that Bitcoin to XLM, which is simple.
They can. Right on Binance, they can convert. Right. So yes, go ahead.
I understand. So what I'm saying is this. If you, who is selling this stuff to them, do not know how to do this thing, because it looks very simple, but they don't know how to do it. Now, if they can convert and know what is even address, you have to copy this address from your Lobster and put there in your Binance to transfer this XLM you've bought. I mean, all those basics. That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about in-depth. Though I, for one, I have in-depth knowledge about cryptocurrency and blockchain and all that. But I'm saying for other people that want to sell this product, somebody could have Bitcoin somewhere, but because does not have the knowledge of how can I use that and buy the Stellar Lumens and transfer to Lobster, those little things could impinge upon the chances of you selling the deal. So are you getting my point? So if these guys learn how these things work on their own, so that if you have a client and that's the challenge, that wouldn't be a problem for you to iron it out for them. So that's just my
totally agree. And this is what I was saying, Frank, is that it's very important for you all. I believe you all that were hired had some cryptocurrency background, at least 1 year. We specifically chose the ones that had at least 1 year cryptocurrency background. If you remember, that was one of your questions on there. So, so the big thing, what you have to do, there was just a handful that didn't have any experience. But, you know, what you want to do is definitely take time. This is what I said before. I've done a class on it. That's why I don't know, you know, because Lobster and Binance and all these things, you have to have a login on your own. We would have to use one of you or a couple of you, we would have to do a presentation where each one of us do it on our own accounts. So then we can show, like I have Coinbase. I can show you how to have Coinbase, and I have crypto.com, and I have Coinbase, and I have Lobster. So I can go and transfer my cryptocurrency. I'll tell you what I did yesterday. That was the first time I did it. On Lobster, I had about $100 something in XLM, and I transferred the XLM to Bitcoin.
Okay.
What's interesting is that, so I traded it. I did a trade. Same way you trade for Umi. I did a trade. Yeah, I did a trade. It says, so you have to put the two symbols correctly so that it trades XLM for Bitcoin. That's trading.
Oh, sure, I know.
So, so I traded it for Bitcoin. I got it at 52. I don't think it's going to go back down to 47 again. I wish I got it when it went down to 47. I knew it was going to go down to 47. Long story short, when I first looked at Lobster a couple of months ago, I think that's a new feature, because a couple of months ago, you couldn't use Bitcoin. They had like a different derivative of Bitcoin. It was like a Bitcoin derivative. It wasn't Bitcoin. So it wasn't BTC. Okay. So I was very happy to see that I could do that, because that means that there's a Bitcoin address in the wallet somewhere. Yeah. So now, if we have a Bitcoin wallet in there, you can tell them, hey, you can transfer your Bitcoin into the Lobster wallet, and you only need one place. So then you only go ahead and tell them to transfer whatever they have. They could have Aave, they could have whatever token they want to switch to XLM. Most people, if they own Bitcoin, they've seen it's not possible that they haven't seen that there's 1,000 other altcoins. Okay, so it's not possible. You can't just only have bought Bitcoin and don't see all the other options there, Ethereum, XLM, all these other options. So because it's on the exchange. So there's no Bitcoin only exchange. So so they can change in Lobster Bitcoin for XLM. Now, I'm not sure if we want to do Bitcoin, and we haven't tested this yet, to if you can buy Umi with Bitcoin. Haven't tested it yet. It's a test we can do. However, we were purposely keeping it to buy Umi with XLM so that it stays consistent with the pricing of XLM as we're selling these 44,400,000 coins.
Okay.
If you start putting it to Bitcoin, it like changes the entire idea. It's like, you know, in different other currencies, it makes it a little more complicated, okay, for us to keep the coin pricing constant. So you may be able to trade Bitcoin for XLM, XLM, but now we risk the pricing going down, going up. Right now, the pricing has never fallen below the price of XLM, and that's good. Now, we don't want to start, because if you buy with Bitcoin, then you have to determine how much the cost of the Umi is.
Yeah.
So we don't want to do that right now.
That's okay. So, but if in case you want to make a video about the process of transferring,
we would have to all do it together, because you have to.
So
I know you have Binance.
I might send you my link. Yeah, I might send my address rather, my address, my Lobster address, so that you can transfer the Bitcoin or XLM from your Coinbase to my account so that we use it for the training, and I can now use it to add all these assets. Because I also discovered that you cannot add even Bitcoin as an asset to your Lobster account except you already have XLM. So everything boils down to first
Yeah,
of
a
all.
Lobster is a Stellar wallet. That's why.
Okay, I see.
It's a Stellar wallet. So, yeah.
So when we wanted to transfer some Stellar coins to you from Binance, we discovered he's saying that it has to be minimum of 40 pieces. So that was what stalled our process. We thought we can transfer 10, 20 and use it and just, add this
No, that's
stuff.
not true. I had set up a wallet where I only transferred 3, 4, 5.
That is from Coinbase, is it?
No. I set up a Lobster address, and I
Okay.
transferred like 3. I transferred 3 or 4 Stellar Lumens to
From what
Lobster from
From what
Coinbase.
platform? That's what I'm saying. But I think Coinbase could be cool because we're trying to do it from Binance, and Binance was saying 40 pieces minimum. So I think the Coinbase would be a preferred option in terms of minimum.
Yeah. That is the issue. I was actually did it with Frank the other day. We tried to do the transfer
From
from
Binance.
Binance account.
So Binance is 40 pieces.
So it was giving minimum of 40.
The minimum.
So, ma'am, what I'm suggesting in essence.
So then,
is
so Binance is the one that you guys have that's easiest to get in Nigeria.
No. Folks have a Coinbase too, but majority of people have, because Binance has this trading option, of course, There's so much stuff going on Binance. So people prefer Binance as a platform to do a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's better. I lost out on buying ADA because I didn't have I had Coinbase, and I was just looking at the video when we did the recording of the video for the trading. If you watch it, you'll see we did the charting. It was in January, and ADA Cardano was only 43 cents. And it's $1.24 now, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out how to buy it. It was on Binance. He told me to buy it on Binance, but I couldn't figure out how to buy it, and I ignored it, and I'm like, I could have bought
the
that.
Binance is very simple too. I did it together with this guy. It was very simple. But the limitations of what I just complained. So what I'm suggesting, if it is easier to use Coinbase to transfer to Lobster with a minimal amount, perhaps, I don't know whether you can just.
So here's what I want to do. I'll send each one of you. Let's see. I'll send you the token, and then you can. Right, and then I'll send you the token so that we can do it on Binance, and we can show how it works on Binance and how to set up a wallet. That's why the biggest problem for me when I did the video on Lobster, I had to log into one account. I couldn't start an account and go all the way through the whole thing because it was too much trouble to try and go through the whole thing, and then it was just too much trouble because you got to go through all the verification. So it was very, very difficult to try and do that video with several. Okay, here's what happens if you're on this platform, if you're on this platform, on this platform. So I think Coinbase and Binance, we can do a video on Coinbase. I'm going to transfer from my Coinbase to my Lobster. That's one video. Then I just only need one of you. We can transfer, I can send you to 40 XLM, and then you can transfer from to a Lobster wallet.
Binance. Sure, that would be great.
Anybody else? Any other ideas on videos that need to be done?
That's a good idea because there is Coinbase, so you can actually do the try.
Yeah, if you use Coinbase, you can transfer. But remember, no one that you're selling would only need 40 XLM. They would need a lot more than that. They would need...
Of course.
Yeah, they would need 180 XLM.
Okay. Yes.
Are you saying that the Coinbase has limited? Is it limits? to be is it limited to a particular amount?
Say
What
it
are you
again,
saying?
Friday.
I mean, the Coinbase. Mr. Frank, yeah. Mr. Frank, are you saying the Coinbase are limited transfers?
Yeah. So what he said, I hope this is Abu talking.
No, that was Friday.
Okay, is it Friday?
Yeah, Abu hung up
Okay,
because
because
I know we're going so far past the hour already.
Yeah, because
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question.
yeah, I know. So what I wanted to confirm whether it's Abu, because I did it together with Abu on Binance, and the minimum was 40. But now Miss Williams is telling us that on Coinbase that you can actually transfer as little as 5 or something, isn't it, ma'am?
Yeah, I transferred. Yeah, I transferred 5, 6.
So,
I've transferred. Yeah, I only transferred like 3, 4 when I was testing the accounts. Yeah.
so you see, so that's the implication. Coinbase allows as little as 5, so to say, to go from that account to the account, the wallet on a Lobster.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Binance, the minimum which we confirmed is 40 pieces.
Mm.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, I wanted to ask something also. Because when we're talking about the earnings of the client, which is 40, 100,000 and 250, and they said towards the end, when the client will be funded, they will subtract $3,500 from
Yes.
it.
Yes.
And the explanation there is going to be used to reward.
It's a funding fee.
Yeah, it's going to be used to reward or pay the person that brought you into the system. That's the statement there.
Yes.
So now, see, well to that,
say it
that
again.
person to say, okay, can I earn something? So I am saying for we, the account executives, if we bring in somebody, a client,
yes,
at the end of the day, we are going to earn $3,500 at the end of the day.
Right. That's only, that's the big win. But remember, you get a lot of small wins in between also.
Sure, I get.
Yeah.
But my emphasis is just on that one yet. So what I'm trying to ask there is that can the who is this laughing? Can the client bring their own referral and also earn, or they can't?
No, they can't. They don't work.
Under you. Hello, ma. Is it under Frank? Or
they don't work for us now. However,
no, on themselves.
We don't have an affiliate program so each person can earn money. It's not a multi-level. We had a choice to do it that way, but we don't want to do it that way because we don't want the stench of multi-level marketing. But we only want to hire account executives only. So it's actually will even make it even better that you are the only ones they can get the thing through. Now, if you want to pay them a referral, you can say, hey, you refer me some people, you're in charge of the money. Oh, you refer me, I'll give you, a percentage.
Yeah.
I'll give you a percentage. You refer me, I'll give you, 20%. I'll split it 50% with you, but you're in control of your own money. And I'd prefer it to be like that than to make it like a multi-level marketing.
Yeah,
that's multi-level marketing is a stench. It's a stench with it, and we're already dealing with a stench of crowdfunding for people that got burned.
Yeah, that's cool. It's okay. It's okay.
And we're good. Yeah, anyone that doesn't have a contract on file with us, even though they get a referral link, they do. We're just going to track it back to who the account executive that work with us is.
Hello.
Well, I don't know how.
Yes, hello, Uzandu. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hello. Yes,
yeah.
I actually have another question
that
relates to this directly. The 40 XLM that's being charged, is it as a gas fee for making the transactions? Because I know most times when you try to make transactions within these exchanges, they often collect what is called gas fee. Sometimes it goes as high as up to $50. So I want to know if it is a gas fee or
Great question. Awesome question. No. So this is why we chose the Stellar Network. Awesome question. We are on the Stellar Network for the exact reason that the gas fees on Ethereum are too ridiculous.
Okay.
And so the fee on Stellar is only 0.00001. So you really only need to make a transaction on Stellar. That's why we're showing you, that's why the video shows you have to buy a few more XLM more to make your transaction. So for us, you're going to spend however many XLM you need to make up the dollar amount. But you need to have 2 or 3, I always say just
Extra.
5 more, like 5 more for the transaction fees. So the transaction fee is going to be whatever for that amount. So the amount, you know, it's a percentage, but it's nowhere near as big as Ethereum. Ethereum, yes. So a smart contract on Ethereum, it would have been so expensive, and we wanted to cut fees. However, the $40 fee is our fee to goes to our development team. We have to keep the system running, the smart contract running. We're always building. That $40 fee, it's called the governance fee. That is for the developers. That's the only fee that we are making. Besides, you know, if we do a great job, we're also going to see an increase in the cost of the coin. So, which would be development team. However, we as a company are making the most of our money on, and our business plan and everything is about the school. It's not about the funding program. The funding program is a way to get people in that need to learn wealth education. And, you know, we have all these different audiences we're focused on. So, you know, we're focused on the millennials online. You guys are focused on the real estate community. We have people that are focused on the trading community. We have people that are focused on the business community, because the platform is for all of these different verticals.
Okay, I understand you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.